Hello and welcome back to another video. Yes, that's really my intro. So today I wanted to do more of a factual video, kind of an informative one, kind of the sort of thing that I used to do when I started the channel. This is something I've kind of moved away from as I kind of covered what I wanted to cover near the start. But the topic we're going to be talking about today is something that I haven't covered and I think might be useful to some people. And also it's a good jumping off point for talking about other aspects of attraction, I suppose. So what we're going to be talking about today is Oriented Aro Ace. Now, Oriented Aro Ace is an orientation, or an identity, I suppose, where someone is Aro Ace, so they're aromantic and asexual, but there are other forms of attraction. So if you remember the split attraction model, there's obviously romantic and sexual, which are the two main ones. And then there's also like platonic attraction, sensual attraction, stuff like that. I've got a video about that too, so check that out if you're interested. So they're aromantic, asexual. They don't feel sexual or romantic attraction, but it's possible for someone's other forms of attraction, sensual, platonic, etc., to be oriented towards a certain gender. And so, for example, if you were a female Aro Ace, maybe you'd only want to have a QPR or a queer platonic relationship with people of the same gender, just because that's who you're platonically attracted to. And I'm not saying that you would only want to be friends with people of the same gender in that case. I think that, to me at least, there's a difference between a friendship and a platonic relationship, in that a platonic relationship or a queer platonic relationship, QPR, is a more serious commitment, like what you'd see from a typical romantic relationship. But yeah, that's basically what Oriented Aro Ace is, and that's kind of the only fact I have in this video. But I think this might be a useful term for a lot of people because it's very easy to conflate romantic attraction with some other form of attraction, like sensual attraction or aesthetic attraction. So, like I said earlier, if someone maybe wanted to be in a relationship, wanted to have a companion, but wasn't interested in romance, they might force themselves into a situation where they're in a romantic relationship and they're not comfortable and not content. Whereas if they maybe knew about the label Oriented Aro Ace, they might understand that, okay, I am aesthetically attracted to men, but not romantically, so I need to seek out someone who wants the same relationship and make like a happy, happy compatible couple. And I know that I've had a couple of people in the comments, or I've seen a couple of people talking about being Oriented Aro Ace. So I think it's probably an important thing to bring up and have its own video. Talking about this also leads into talking about the split attraction model, which I love doing because I think the split attraction model can be very useful for people to kind of digest and analyze their feelings and how they feel attraction. Because I think that the way that society prescribes attraction to us is that you can be attracted to someone, and this attraction has to be romantic and it has to be sexual. Whereas if you have the split attraction model, it separates attraction into different forms. So you can be attracted in different ways towards different people, and your attractions don't have to line up all the time. So you could be biromantic and heterosexual, or aromantic and homosexual, or any combination of different romantic and sexual and other types of attraction to make up your orientation and identity. And of course, that isn't necessary for everyone. I don't want to force the split attraction model on anyone. And I guess I'm more interested in it from a theoretical perspective. And if you are happy being straight, and straight means heterosexual and heteromantic in this case, but you don't want to explain it like that, you just want to be straight, that's totally fine. But if you do require the split attraction model and that language to be able to fully express yourself and fully understand yourself, then I think the split attraction model can be very useful for that. And I know it's definitely useful for people who are aspec in one of their orientations. So for example, if they're asexual but alloromantic, or allosexual but aromantic, there we go. Because, like I said earlier, the way society teaches us and the way that relationships are ingrained into society is that romance and sex are one thing and they come together, and you can't have one without the other. Except for that's not really the case, because people are still fine to have hookups without a romantic attachment, but they can't comprehend the other way around. That's a whole nother discussion entirely. Whereas if you know about a split attraction model and know that you can be asexual but alloromantic, or allosexual but aromantic, then it can be very comforting, and it can help you understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And then using that, you can then have happier relationships, because you can communicate to people what you want in a relationship and what you need in a relationship. Or alternatively, you can communicate to people that you don't want a relationship, because you don't have to have a relationship to be happy. You can be single your whole life and be completely content, or you can have a relationship, a polyamorous relationship with loads of people, and be content. You don't have to be stuck to these strict rules that are kind of forced upon us by society. But yeah, I know this has been a bit of a rambly video. I kind of needed to get something out quick, because there's another video that I'm working on which is taking a lot of time, and I don't want to rush it. So to give myself more time to hopefully put it out next week, I'm doing a shorter video this week, just to free up my schedule a bit. But yeah, this is something I've definitely wanted to cover, so it isn't a throwaway video, and I hope you have enjoyed it. I don't know where all this energy came from, because I was just about ready to collapse, fall asleep. Definitely say in the comments if this is something you enjoyed, and if there are any topics of an informative nature that you would like me to cover, anything you'd like me to talk about. It's something that I definitely enjoy doing, because I think that's kind of the reason I got into this in the first place. Yeah. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. I post videos every Saturday, so if you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. That is all I had to say today. Have a wonderful day, and I shall see you next time. Hello, and welcome back to another video. I really need a better intro, because I never intro anything. As you can see, I've been at work in the office today, so I'm not used to that at the moment.